I ate everything. Bread, cheese, giant trays of chicken fried rice, and unlimited cheat meals. Hey guys, Zach here with Physique. This video is all about the 3 mistakes that I made when I started bodybuilding and how you can do it better. Here's the real truth. I made no mistakes. I did everything perfect. Alright, see you next time. Just kidding. Let's actually talk about the mistakes that really cost me progress and time, and how you can avoid the same setbacks. Mistake number 1. I never deloaded. When I started out, I was all gas and no brakes. I just kept pushing harder and harder. But here's the problem. I didn't realize that even though my muscles were recovering, my joints, tendons, and ligaments were quietly taking damage. The lift I progressed in the most was deadlifts. I went from beginner numbers all the way up to 405 for 3 reps in about 3 years. That's 405 pounds. On the 3rd rep, I heard a pop. It felt like lightning hit my spine. I dropped the weight, laid in bed, and watched whatever was on TV for like 4 hours. After that, I couldn't comfortably tie my shoes for about 1.5 years. I ended up herniating and getting a small crack in my L4, L5 region of my lower back. Now, thankfully, I didn't need surgery, but I had to rehab it myself. That injury became the spark that got me obsessed with training science. I studied like crazy to understand and prevent this, and I still do. Why this happened? I didn't know how overuse injuries felt. I thought joint pain was either normal or just no big deal. I only chased heavier weights, and I had no real structure in my training. Or at least not a lot of it. How to avoid it? Plan deload weeks every 4 to 8 weeks. Watch for nagging joint pain and poor sleep. Train in structured phases. Rotate your intensity and lift variations. And don't let your ego get in the way of recovery like I did. Mistake number 2. I had no real nutrition plan. In my first year, I ate everything. Bread, cheese, giant trays of chicken fried rice, and unlimited cheat meals. It was pretty good. Plus, weight gainer shakes on top of that. I was 130 pounds at 5'6". So that's really skinny. I could handle a ton of food without getting fat. The problem, I didn't learn anything. In my mind, it was more food equals more gains. And that kind of worked until it didn't. Eventually, I hit close to 20% body fat, approximately 18%. Still technically healthy, but for my genetics, it was too much. My energy dipped down, I had poor blood work, and until that point, I never had to shed body fat before. I had to learn it the hard way. If I had just tracked calories and macros from the beginning, I would have learned the skill of tracking, which now I drill into every one of my clients so that they don't go through the same problems. Why this happened? I bought into the whole dirty bulk idea. Just eat everything in sight and train hard. Simple, right? I figured if I was pushing hard enough in the gym, the food would take care of itself and turn into muscle. The problem is I wasn't paying attention to what I was eating or how it affected my body. I just grabbed whatever had protein in it and didn't make me fat. How to avoid it? Start tracking your food with an app like Cronometer or Macrofactor. One's free, one's paid. Hit your protein goal every single day. That's non-negotiable. Don't worry about being perfect. This is habit building. Logging your food is a skill. And once you have that data, use it. Learn how your body responds to that food. Don't just guess. Get smarter with your training and with your nutrition every single week that you do this. Now, funny enough, this mistake helped me. That's a common theme here, you're going to notice. Losing that extra fat gave me the personal experience that I use now to help my clients with fat loss. It gave me empathy and perspective. That's why I built Physique for guys like me. I've been helping guys get ripped for over 10 years, and most of the time, the problem isn't them, it's their plan. If you're serious and ready to get great results, DM me plan and I'll show you how we make it happen. Alright, mistake number 3. Not learning posing early enough. Right away, I knew I wanted to be a bodybuilder. Powerlifting was fun, but it was always a side hobby on the side of bodybuilding. After watching Pumping Iron, like a lot of us did, I knew I wanted to step on stage someday. But I didn't start posing from day one, and that slowed me down. You might ask, Zach, why does posing matter? Great question. I'm glad you asked. Number 1, if you compete, posing helps you show off your physique. Presentation wins every time, or most of the time. Number 2, posing also sharpens your mind-muscle connection like nothing else. And number 3, it reveals weaknesses your gym lighting just won't. Posing is just lifting without weight. The more you pose, the more you learn to contract with purpose. That transfers straight into your lifts. Here's a great plan of action for you if you haven't started yet. Start posing for 5 minutes a day. Film yourself and check your symmetry. Then finally, use that information to guide you with your training. Alright, here's a bonus mistake. I didn't start with a trainer. I didn't use a trainer at all, actually. At the time, I didn't have access to a coach. I just couldn't afford one. But a lot of guys can, and they still wait. They say, I'll train solo, then I'll get a coach when I'm more advanced. That's completely backwards. That's the opposite. If you're not trying to be a full-time expert, don't waste years researching. Focus on what you do. Be your best in whatever your career is, or just focus on being the athlete and let your coach fast-track you to your results. Why did this mistake happen? Number 1, pride. That's an easy one. This has no place in bodybuilding. YouTube overload, that's what I call it. As in watching hours of YouTube videos that just contradict each other. And number 3, not realizing how long it actually takes to do this stuff. What actually happens if you skip coaching? Wasted years of potential growth, injuries, and plateaued progress. What coaching can do for you? You're going to save a ton of time, make fewer mistakes, and build a much stronger foundation. For me, this became a calling, so it worked out. But for most people, coaching is a cheat code. Anyway, guys, I really hope this helped. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.